Yeah, I can't believe I'm talking about this either. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Retrokid Reviews in between, reviews and I guess drip for my 28 Days Later franchise review this weekend to talk about Toku news. So, first of all, we're gonna do some Power Rangers related content first before getting to my couple of thoughts so far on, uh, really more of a series check on Kamen Rider Zeztz. So let's get to the Ninja Kidz update. And if my comb job doesn't look like I'm ready for that audience, is probably a good sign. But the trailer for that so-called official Hasbro approved fan film series was out. I would say go to the cards here, but the main reason why I'm going to leave the link in the description is a viewer discretion, being because there is a slight chance that most of the effects for the full film, whenever it comes out later this month, is mostly pumped by AI. So a little bit of background on just it as a whole. It is another Mighty Morphin series. The suits look good. There was some filming on set locations that looked a lot better than the last time I did film spy shots early on my channel. For those who remember the 2017 Power Rangers Dilemma, you know. That being said, all of that out of the way, I don't know. The effects are fine right up until you saw their morphing. Hockey's already talked about this. He already did a highlights video talking about that, so card there officially. Unofficially, there's a slim chance that some of the effects were made by AI. So, to make it long, dumb story short, fuck AI, in this channel and many others, and a lot of VFX artists may have a bit of a, a situation that may have started a whole strike for that 2 years ago. So, my thoughts of that aside, it sucks knowing that that's probably the case. I know one of the actors who's, I think that, I didn't see this trailer in full, because with this kid, I don't know if he was trying to be more Rocky or Jason character-wise, so, again, I'll watch it separately, don't want to be like this right now. But that being said, I think Toku J, for those who don't know, is a really good Instagram Photoshop artist that does reimaginations of almost every team. I think as of this recording, he's up to Jungle Fury. So he's very deep into Disney era, and you can definitely tell. There's really cool patterns and stuff like that. And I think it's the same kind of pattern, kind of mesh that inspired the Ninja Kidz' designs for the Mighty Morphin fan film series. So, the problem with any Toku fan film series is that it's mixed. You have mixed results, mixed quality, and decent actors come out of it. Again, as always, go to my Power Rangers Unworthy content, especially when I was interviewing one of the actors at the time. Hi to that person, she's still here, content-wise. So, that's really all I have to say. It's nothing more but really disappointing. As far as, like, this fandom's, like, baggage, there's been way more on the official show side of things. I've always, and everybody has covered over the years, so I won't talk into depth about that. So, if you still want to watch their fan film, regardless, go ahead. But, again, keep in mind, AI was used for most of the effects, and outside of that, it is decent stuff. Like, the morph sequences is fine right up until they morph the helmets. Like, even I know AI when I see it, and I am really, really done with this stuff. So, don't want to make this video all about a bummer, so we're going to get to some Zeztz updates, and I totally forgot to do the cross strap. So, yeah, long story short, it's getting really good. Almost every episode, I mentioned this in the shorts, a few weeks back, but almost every episode is now fully watched, it's archived, you can actually go back and watch. I'm going to probably do that for episode 7, because a lot of big revelations happened, for, Nem, the, J-pop artist that may or may not have been the catalyst for a lot of the nightmare dreams that Baku's going through. And like I said, for those who saw my first Zeztz review, I'm going to get used to names as the time goes on. So if that pronunciation is spot on, let me know in the comments as always. But we're just going to get to the ending on 7, because it was just a two-parter with her manager being in a prison break kind of scenario. And it was really cool. I'll say this, for these first 7 episodes so far, almost all the effects is top tier. I guess going back to the AI thing, Hercules might have found some AI art that might have been used in Gojuger, so I'll talk about that later down the road, probably this winter when I talk about my series overview for that anniversary Sentai. So hopefully that will be the only episode that they do AI, but Sport Money probably not in John Toei's case. But again, productions aside, different strokes, different shows, different ways of doing it, but in Kamen Rider Zetz's case, yeah, it's really good. We're only still on base secondary forms, not even like a full secondary like device to do a secondary henshins. But yeah, it's really cool. I was very surprised that the detectives, the Dream Detectives, are now in on it with Baku early on. I thought that'd be like a mid-series kind of revelation, but hey, I guess they want to get ahead of it. And another thing about stuff they're not really getting ahead of that I think Garchard and Gab did a few writers back, um, is get another secondary writer. And also for the lady cop, again, like I said, the show is still early on. I'll get her name down down pat by the time we get to the end of the series. Sorry in advance for that actress. And yeah, I guess they wanted to do an early tease of essentially what would it be like if she was a writer with Zero being transformed as a bike on it. So um I don't know, in joke, maybe not. Maybe it won't be anything, who knows, till probably later in the series' final arc, so who knows. So yeah, the revelation with Nem. She had a coma by the start of the series, hence why she was missing so long. I guess in and out of like the dream environments that Baku was going through so far in this first 7 episodes, and um, Nox is basically using her as the catalyst to start all the bad dreams and stuff. And I just realized my cat's here, so I gotta hurry this up before he starts breaking the printer. Yeah, it's a decent revelation. It's really cool. I feel like that's gonna be the case going forward for most of the two-parters. There's mostly the character focused on the dreamer that Baku's gonna be going into, and then maybe 9% of plot for another couple of weeks down the road. So again, that's the usual kind of pacing for an average writer season with this kind of storytelling. So that's at least something to be interested. It's definitely hooking me week to week. Can't say that with a lot of Reiwa era writers since I want to say 0-1. So good on you there, Toei. So yeah, on to final thoughts before we get to the end cards. Yeah, it sucks knowing that there's a slim chance that Ninja Kidz was using AI for their effects for their Mighty Morphin show. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but I'll watch regardless to see if like it has the spirit of like a decent like fan film in them. Probably there is in the writing, but after that, not so much. Kamen Rider Zeztz looks amazing so far with the plot. The revelations they did early on out of the gate is definitely going to be helping them probably later in the mid-season. Like I said, with the cops being in on it now with Baku and Nem being the catalyst for most of the monsters and the nightmare scenarios that he's going through the series. Makes sense. It's very gradual. I probably look back into the premiere and see if that was like hidden like plot line right there, so you know early on. I don't know. It's one of those things you need to pay attention to as far as that goes. Oh, backup reminder. I'm very much aware that Garo Taiga is going to be either a movie or a miniseries. So card to any of the trailers for that as final cards. It looks great. I believe it's the earliest in the Saejima timeline as far as old school Goro timeline fans go. So again, I'll talk more about that when episodes drop, if there is episodes. If it's just a movie and I have to wait till it's like dubbed in like a year or two, again, I'll talk about that probably on another Halloween video. So that being said, yeah, that's it for the news. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. And finally, with the end cards, finally here, first off here for the cards, so you guys can see my current Critical Role campaign for short. Other end here to previous content, and I guess me wondering if Obi's gonna be knocking over. And he did. Knocking over Nerf blasters here to the shirt, to sub the channel, hit the notification bell down below. And for mobile subscribers, let me know if hype points are working, and put in the comments that the hypes are working. I might have to be a different type of level of subscriptions like I did early on with some other stuff with the community posts. So again, that might be a community post update. So with that all being said, follow me on socials. I'm Retrokid Reviews saying, I mean, yeah, it's kind of disappointing what's going on with the Ninja Kidz thing, but hey, at least Zeztz is looking good for me for now.